Chapter 1532. But Master of the Hidden World pretends to obey the basic law as well. Why do they cause muscle weakness by pinching their necks? It's like touching other people's faces and turning them into impotence. It's unreasonable. The two families are very sad and want to find a chance to teach the kid from the eldest brother's family, but they don't know what is his last name, let alone where he comes from. In fact, the most important thing is that the god of war and the realm master did not have a trick under the hands of others. Who else could they find to help kill them? Haruto was even more depressed. Not only did he lose a god of war and a realm master, he was also broken by Alex, which can be said to be a heavy loss. When has he been so wronged? At this moment, he even wanted to kill Alex's family. It's a pity that he couldn't think of how to avenge the blood and hatred at this moment. Kenji was clutching his aching bladder. Seeing that his second brother was frantically licking his teeth, he hurriedly offered a plan. "Second brother, I say this, in fact, you don't need to retaliate in a hurry. Let's take the shares in the hands of the older brother first." "Yes, Dad," Kenji's son Asahi also said, "my third uncle is right. We should get the shares in family property now. This is the top priority." Haruto said coldly, "That's right, I think your uncle will not be alive within a few days, at most 2 or 3 months. Let's get the money first, and then find that kid to settle the account." Kenji hurriedly asked, "Second brother, what good idea do you have for the board of directors tomorrow?" Haruto sneered, "I have already told several other shareholders that half of them are willing to cooperate with us to seize power. Although the remaining half are still thinking about the good of elder brother, it is not to be afraid, because we are now united. The share of Rising has exceeded 51%. Kenji asked, "Then we will force the eldest brother to hand over the position of chairman tomorrow?" "Yes," Haruto gritted his teeth and said, "At that time, I will come directly to the board of directors to force the palace. With the equity of the two of us and those who support us, we will directly vote to abolish his chairmanship and recommend me to do it. The new chairman. This will be able to reasonably and legally take over the Moon Group." As he said, Haruto couldn't help but smile and said, "When I get the chairman's seat, I will begin to transfer the assets of the Moon Group." Kenji smiled and echoed, "After the assets are transferred to other company shells, the big brother's shares will be empty and have no value at all." Asahi hurriedly asked, "Dad, what about Uncle's personal assets? He has so many deposits, mansions, luxury cars, private islands, private jets, private yachts, and a large number of antiques. It is said that he has collected celebrity calligraphy and paintings over the years. That adds up to billions?" "Billions?" Haruto curled his lips. "You too underestimate your uncle. The calligraphy and paintings in the hands of President Wanda are almost over 10 billion. The calligraphy and paintings in your uncle's hands are less than 200 or 300. Hundreds of millions. These are all held in the bank vault." Asahi's eyes flashed greedily, and he said excitedly, "Dad, we must get this batch of calligraphy and paintings. Real estate can't rise now, and future income is limited, but the appreciation of antique calligraphy and paintings is really too much. Look at the famous paintings of the world's famous artists, which one can't start with 100 millions. Haruto nodded and said coldly, "Don't worry, I already have a complete plan. I will first take the position of chairman, then transfer all the assets of the group, and then force your uncle to make a will and the property is given to us. Otherwise, I will never make him feel better. Even if he dies, I will not make his wife and daughter feel better." Kenji rubbed his hands in excitement, "Then wait for the board meeting tomorrow, and give my dear eldest brother a good show."